But I want to ask you about how you can help us to understand what a sabbatical is if we're not in the typical profession that does have sabbaticals. So what are sabbaticals in a career break sense? Can you define that a little bit for us?
Yeah, sure. And thank you ever so much for having me. It's wonderful to be here. And yeah, amazing, isn't it, that we can do this whilst I'm sat in Australia and you're on the other side of the world. So for me, it really is around intentional periods of time where individuals step away from their regular work or professional responsibilities. I think the reason that I clump sabbaticals and career breaks together is that for me, that covers both of them. But there are differences. And the sabbatical really is where it's planned and sanctioned by the company, so by an employer. And so what that means is that you maintain a headcount within that employer. It can be that you return to the same role that you were doing. It might be that your headcount is maintained by the employer, but you have the opportunity to change countries or come to a start in a different role. They can be paid or unpaid. So we've seen a real increase in companies creating sabbatical policies and sabbatical programs where there are paid options. So there normally is a period of eligibility. And then after that, there is the paid benefit, but also many are unpaid and sometimes what we call leader-led. So even if there isn't a specific sabbatical policy or program, there is an understanding between the manager or leader and the employee of how long they're going to take off, whether it be unpaid. So that for me is a sabbatical. A career break on the flip side is exactly that. Intentional or not, it is a break in regular work, but it's not necessarily where you return to the same employer. And actually, interestingly, there's been some research done and 2 out of 3 career breaks happen to you. So they're not necessarily chosen. You know, if we think about redundancy, if we think about health, caring duties, personal situations. So 2 out of 3 are I suppose, happen to you and are not planned. However, there's still the ability to see it as a gift and be able to take a career break and have that intentional period of time, however long that be. So that's how I define them. And then the difference I see between a sabbatical and a career break.
So you spoke about the right time. Sometimes it's not a time of choice. Other times it's something that comes along with life where there's a break in our life. And so I love what you say about looking at it as a gift, no matter how it comes to us, because with a gift, we can do something, right?